Hi, you guys. We're just gonna wait to see, a little bit of people come in and stuff like that. I want to put the light on, but so it won't look bad or anything like that down here. I'm gonna turn the light on. Is that better? We talking about whatever we want to talk about. Whatever comes out, that's what we talking about. So whatever comes out, I don't like the light. I was just gonna turn it off. So, I got some music going on in my ears, so But we'll do like a little pre-reading before everybody gets here and see what the theme of the whole thing is gonna be. Let me turn my music down. All right. All right, let's see. Since you're, well, it's a couple people coming in now. All right, so look, you guys, since it's only a couple people for right now, we want to do like a little pre-reading. Which deck y'all want to start with to do the little pre-reading? Let me know. 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I can see the comments. I can't even really see the comments. So 1, 2, 3. Let me know. So y'all wanna 1, 2, 3. Put in number 2. Okay. All right. We got somebody who just said 2, so that's what we going for. 2 and 3. We got 2 and 3. We got 2 and 3. So let's do 2 first. So that's like a big monster deck. So we're gonna get a little shuffly going on. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's just choose this pile, and we're gonna see what's going on. So let's see what's up, y'all. Already we got hidden talents. So a lot of y'all out there have hidden talents y'all haven't even tapped on just yet. Okay. All right, so we have veiled threat, upgrading, and we have emotional betrayal. Okay, so this makes me feel like whatever talents that you do have, people are threatened by it. Most definitely threatened by it. They may not even know how to process it. They may not even know how to, like, I don't know, be around you. They may feel intimidated by you. So I feel like a lot of you may have hidden talents that, one, you could have recently found out about, or you could have been already using them, and there's people around you that could be feeling threatened by this. It can be very close to you. So with this emotional betrayal, it makes me feel like, this could be friends and family members who might not feel real happy that, you are who you are. And that's you can't change who you are. So a lot of you have hidden talents, and it's going to intimidate or threaten people around you. It's not to say to shy away from your hidden talents or anything like that. Keep moving forward. Keep doing everything that you are doing. But just know that it does come with the hate. All right. All right. So let's see number 2. And then we'll get started with the signs. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So number 2, whatever work that you're doing is going to pay off. You're manifesting like nobody's business out here. You are doing something that is going to bring monetary gain. Now, with that being said, it feels like there could be people who may need your assistance. This could be in a good way. This doesn't have to be in a bad way, okay? People might just be like, well, you know what? I want to be, I want to do what you do. I want to grow like you're growing. So people might actually need some sort of assistance. Now, in the same breath, there are other people who definitely will be trying to get something for you. You know what I mean? So it might be people who could be mooching, could be clout chasing, things like that. So this is a both good and, I mean, there's good and bad to everything, right? There's going to be good and bad to everything. But for this pile specifically, this is definitely two sides of the same coin, okay? So you're going to be working hard, or you are working hard. You're manifesting a lot. And people around you, they may need your assistance, but at the same time, be mindful of the clout chasers. Be mindful of the moochers, okay? So, yeah. I feel like we should get into the, what you call it? All right. Okay. Let's get into the signs. So we're going to start out with Aries. I know that, let me get it all together. So to kind of summarize, for the first pile that we chose, which was number 2, you have hidden talents that could potentially intimidate or threaten people. It's not to say shy away from your hidden talents. You have to shine. You have to use them. You may have to use them to help people, but just be mindful that some people close to you can feel some type of way about these talents, maybe because they don't have them, maybe because, you know, they can't do what you do. It's not to say that they're bad people. It just may be that they don't know how to process what they're feeling, okay? For the second pile, you are manifesting at a rapid, well, the third pile, you're manifesting at a rapid rate. You're working very hard. You're working very diligent. Two sides of the same coin. You're going to have people who want your assistance, need your assistance, but also be mindful of those who can clout chase and also just want some handouts, okay? All right, so we're going to start with Aries. Aries, let's see what's going on. We'll do the monster deck to see what your theme is, and let's see what we're going to talk about today, because if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. All right, babes. All right, so we have the unseen burdens getting in your head, and we also have make-believe. Okay, so Aries, what this means to me is there could be things that are going on of and around you that you can perceive as a burden. I don't believe that everything that you see before you is actually a burden, Aries. It just feels like you can look at it as a hurdle, look at it as a mountain to climb, or something along those lines. I don't feel like this is something that you should overly think about, give yourself anxiety about. Slow down, try to process everything that's in front of you, because what you may be looking at as a burden may not actually be, okay? Now, there can also be someone who could be projected onto you if this is not your feelings, okay? It could also be someone of and around you saying, well, Aries, why are you trying to take on all of that? Why are you trying to do all of that? Why are you, burning the candle at both ends? If you don't necessarily feel that that is true, then don't let those projections be pushed on you, okay? All right, so let's see All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with you. Are the cards straight for you guys? Let me just see and put this closer. All right, so Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it kind of feels like whatever it is that you're working on, Aries, it could be a lot that you're taking on or that someone feels that you're taking on. You could have recently made some sort of investment, but it's paying off. That's the thing. Now, again, if these are your thoughts, slowly process what you have to do. But it kind of feels like things are starting to pick up for you. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, did I bite off more than I can chew? Just see if you can make a list. See if you can slow down. You know what I mean? So that you can process everything. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. What's up? I kind of feel like there is somebody else in the mix because look what we have at the bottom here, Aries. We have the King of Wands. Now, because we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and now we have this King of Wands at the bottom, with the Five of Swords being the heart of the reading, I kind of get the feeling that someone doesn't necessarily agree with what you're doing, how you're making your moves, how you're maybe going at business plans or business ideas. And also, I kind of get the feeling because you are the fire sign and this King of Wands with this Queen of Wands is coming out, you could be getting rid of someone and replacing them with someone who is a little bit more diligent, a little bit more reliable. Maybe they have a better business mind. Maybe they're not so impulsive. So that could also cause friction as well. All right, so let's see. Let's look into some of this, Aries. I honestly feel like, Aries, you are the Queen of Wands in this position, especially because you're seeing things logically. And I do feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords being here, there could have been conflict with people around you that you had to get rid of in order to replace with people who are more diligent or hardworking or reliable. It doesn't have to have anything to do with business, but it has a lot to do with reliability. You know what I mean? Who can I count on? Especially with the Page of Pentacles coming out first. It seemed like you're in this developing phase. Whatever that is. You know what I mean? So let's see this Five of Swords. Ooh. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you cut somebody off and they didn't like this. So this could even be a friend. And going back to the theme of the reading here, it kind of feels like somebody could be saying, like, you know, they could be causing trouble as in, oh, you think that person would be better than me. You think that person is going to be able to do the things that I can do. It feels like there's conflict in that regard. Since you discarded someone or maybe just decided to not hang out with them anymore, maybe they're projecting onto you. Maybe they're saying things like, well, you'll never be able to accomplish that without me. So it does feel like there's a person here. Now, again, if it's not a person and this is all in your mind, the burdens that you are seeing before you is just something else that you have to tackle. You started with this project. Obviously, it's going to grow. You know what I mean? We have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles right after. If you do need to bring in somebody who's going to assist you, then look into that. But it does feel like whatever obstacle that you are going up against, you'll be able to solve it based off of your mindset. You don't have to say something on the, I don't know if this is too much for me to bear. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. You've solved every other problem, right? So keep going, keep moving forward. Now, if it is a person, you may just have to, you know, block their voices out or block whatever negativity that they're saying to you. But other than that, keep moving forward, whether it's your mind or someone projecting onto you. Okay, Aries? All right, babes. And look what's at the bottom, the Six of Wands. So there's sure victory here for you, okay? And that's Wands, that's your suit. That means that once you do start to see it moving in a positive direction, I do feel like you're going to get a little bit more charged up as well. All right, so yeah, keep moving forward, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you'll get there. All right, so let's go to Taurus. Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, I definitely feel like somebody could be provoking you. Somebody definitely could be provoking you at this point in time. But I don't feel like you should... obviously, don't give it your time and attention. But I do feel like whatever it is that they're doing, it kind of gets you charged up. It definitely will make you at least look over like, what did you say? But don't let it knock you off or out your square. Don't let it, because that's what its intention is. So I don't know if this is a friend, a family member. It feels like it's somebody close to you because they know how to push your buttons. So I can tell you that one. All right, so let's get your theme and see what we gonna talk about. All right, babes. Okay, so at the bottom is revenge plot. So already, I feel like somebody could just be trying to antagonize you. Do I feel like it's gonna work? That's completely up to you. I don't feel like you have to choose. You have to choose to engage. I feel like you can just sit back, look at them, and the less you say, the dumber they're going to look. Imagine someone coming and saying a whole bunch of crap to you, and you just sit there and look at them. Now everybody's looking at them like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? All right, let's see. Double standards. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, I don't like this. Because this is lies and alibis. Wow, okay. This is my, it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it type of cards. Because with double standards, out of sync, and lies and alibis, somebody feels as though they can do something, but you can't. You can't turn around and do the same thing. And it doesn't have to be anything big. This could be, I don't know, like after work, you go get yourself something to eat. And somebody is like, oh, well, you didn't bring me anything back or anything like that. Like it feels like it's, but every time they could do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it feels like it's a double standard. It's like, well, you go to get food after work all the time. As soon as I did it, it's a problem. So it doesn't have to be anything major. But with this here, this feels like, let's just see. Let's just see. I don't really like the double standards now. I'm going to check on the comments. Oh, hi, everybody. Hi. Appreciate ya. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Boo. Okay. know, I don't like this already. To be completely honest, it feels like this has a lot to do with stepping out. I don't know. It's not giving me a real good type of feeling. It kind of feels like it's almost a cheating scenario, but it doesn't have to be. We don't have to jump to cheating on each other or cheating like that. It just feels like I said, it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it. And then with the lies and alibis here, because we have the Empress, and this is usually someone who is attached to someone else. But then we have the Queen of Swords and then the Nine of Pentacles. These two are single. So it's like somebody could be pretending as though they're single in certain situations. But let's see. All right, Taurus, let's see. I don't like it. It kind of makes me feel like somebody is in and out. They are in and out. It isn't stable at all. It's stable when they want it to be, or if this is your energy, Taurus, it feels like somebody is, they're not liking this at all. Because it's basically in and out. Like, this ain't no burger shop. Let's see. Let's check on it. Let's check on this Empress. Yeah, no, I don't like this. And it also feels as though this is a situation where somebody can be a parent when they want to be a parent. They come in and, oh yeah, we're a happy family, and then just like that, we're not. I don't like how fluctuating this is. It's real all over the place. This is back and forth. It's in and out. You got to get a hold on to this, Taurus. Whatever it is, I feel like you have to put your foot down, because that's what we need to talk about. Because if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Okay, you need to put your foot down if this is a in and out type of a situation, relationship, a sometimey parent, a sometimey partner, whatever. Because it's coming out as with the Ten of Wands coming out first, this is getting harder and harder to manage. Yeah, this is getting harder and harder to manage. And it feels like somebody could definitely be slightly emotionally manipulated in this situation to keep everything kind of where it is or where they want it to be. But after a while, the tower is going to hit. And the truth is coming out. You may be even getting some sort of information about this, or somebody might be talking about it in some sort of way. I definitely would say get a hold on to this, Taurus, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good, and it's going to fall apart soon. So if this is a double standard type of a situation, it's not going to last. And I would not like it if you are on the bad end. You know what I mean? Like, so you're going to have to do something, put your foot down, say what you need to say in order to get out this situation or put it into perspective. If you want this to work out, then there needs to be some sort of set of guidelines, rules, or something like that. And if it not, then this is not a situation that you should probably be a part of, because with lies and alibis, they're burying the truth. And then we have the Empress. This is like baby mama, baby father type of drama. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. separation, but acting like they're not, and this, that, and the third. So you're gonna have to get a hold on to it. That's what we talking about right now. All right. And I'm sorry about that. I don't like saying negative things, but I have to tell you the truth. I wouldn't be your reader if I didn't tell you the truth. Well, I wouldn't be a good reader if I didn't tell you the truth. All right, babes, we're gonna get off of yours because it's a little bit bringing me down. So just get a hold on to it, babes. All right. All right, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. I feel like the sun is gonna come out tomorrow. Like there's hope. There's hope. Just you have to hold on to it. I don't feel like anything bad is not necessarily happening for you, but you know, I do want you to know that there's hope. All right, so let's get your theme. Let's go to the bottom of the deck. The bottom. Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm also going to check the comments. Fernando, pros use poker cards. I don't have a deck of cards here. I mean, you can send me some and I'll use them. I definitely know how to use poker cards. But I don't have any with me right now. All right, so we have, ooh, I don't like that. Okay, so if you have been experiencing any issues with someone bothering you, Gemini, it kind of feels as though just trust in the timing that everything will fall off and everything will fall into place, because what they're doing here is an unhealthy comparison anyway. All right. And they could be only seeing one side of a situation with this incel here. Okay. So just trust in divine timing that everything will fall into place. If you are experiencing that, it feels like this person will eventually burn out. So again, it's all about the timing. All right, Gemini. All right, so let's take a look and see the rest of it. And also, Gemini, if this is you, if you're looking at someone or something, especially online, and you're saying, oh, well, they have a great life, or they have this, they have that, whatever the case may be, you're only seeing one aspect of that individual. So if this is your energy, I don't feel like it is, but if it is your energy, in time, you're going to see that that's not the face value of it. I feel like somebody is just frustrated with themselves, and that's where the unhealthy comparison is coming from. You also have, it does feel like with this Ace of Cups coming out first, you may have someone looking at everything that you have and, like I said, comparing themselves to you. You're also coming out of some sort of financial difficulty or getting better Health-wise, health concerns. I kind of get this feeling that you are in this phase that it's like, I'm now in a better position and I'm never going back. You could be protecting your peace and things of that nature. It definitely feels like you're protecting your peace. I love it. But let's see. All right, Gemini. This is good energy for you because whatever hardship you have been experiencing, it's over. And it does feel like this is someone else looking on the outside, looking at you, at everything that you have going on, and they're seeing you get out of a difficult situation. They're seeing your life turn around. They're seeing that you're making moves in order to get out of your negative position. And with this Four of Pentacles being the heart of the reading, you're getting stable. And it feels like you're holding on to that stability. So let's see. Trust in timing though, because a lot of this might not be in your immediate environment. Okay, so you might not be feeling like this as of now. You might still be feeling like, well, I haven't gotten the extra money, or I'm still a little bit, down in the dumps, or a little bit sick. Trust in timing because it is moving in a positive direction. Let's see what this is. Look at that. See what I'm saying? The Five of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. You have thought your way out of it. And with the Eight of Cups, it does feel like you are just moving on. It's moving, okay? I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that hard times are going to be behind you, if not already. And it feels like you are definitely keeping it to yourself. You could be keeping it to yourself from, it feels like close, like a friend. But it could be family. It doesn't feel like this is like co-workers or neighbors. It feels like a really close person who maybe you're in the same environment with, so you could live with these people or may have lived with them at one point. Whoa. So not only are you, so this could be your finances, but not only are you balancing out your finances, it feels like your health is improving. But I feel like you're keeping something a secret, which may be the best bet at this point in time, especially if you have people who are going against you. Because the Two of Swords usually is somebody who, the card usually shows someone who's not speaking, they're blindfolded, but in this Two of Swords in particular, they're fighting, right? So this is a clash of ideals and things like that, and somebody could have been in the past trying to throw salt at your game and things like that. Not anymore, because you're keeping it to yourself. Let's check on this Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. Because I have no idea, certain people, I don't know. Ooh, look at that. Oh, okay. So Gemini, you're also keeping your relationship a secret. I like that too. So it's not like a relationship, because I'm not going to say that you're in a relationship, because we're going to keep your secrets. You're keeping your status, whether you're single or not, because the Nine of Pentacles is here and the Two of Cups is here. And it feels like That's something that you may have done in the past. You could have told a friend or a family member about a new job or a new relationship, and somehow it faltered or was kind of dismantled, or you got fired or you broke up. This time around, you're like, nope, I'm not saying anything. And that's a good thing. So what I can say for your reading, like if we're going to talk about it, everything for you is just getting better and better. All right? Yes, look. I feel like you're learning. With this Three of Swords, it makes me feel like I'm wiser now. And it's between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I'm wiser now. I'm making better decisions now. All right, babes. So the biggest takeaway, if you want to, free will is yours, but the biggest takeaway is, first and foremost, if there is someone from the outside looking in, judging you, doing some sort of unhealthy comparison, disregard them, because they're only seeing one aspect of you. They don't know the full entirety of you or what you've been through. 2, trust in the timing. Everything is going to get better. Your finances are improving, your health is improving, and you're keeping things to yourself in regards to the status of your money and your relationships, which is perfect. All right? You're going on the up and up. So keep moving forward. All right. Let's go to Cancer. Cancerian. Cancer. What's up? Cancer, I kind of feel like somebody wants to be all up in your face. They want to be in your face. Hey, Cancer, how you doing? What you up to? What you eating? Okay, let's see. The theme. Let's get to the bottom of this deck. All right, let's do that. Ooh, look at this. Healing heart. So there is some sort of emotional recovery coming in for you. It says renewal after experiencing pain or loss, restoring strength and well-being. So that's already good. That is already good. So I like the theme of this. Seems like everything's on the up and up. So as long as we all moving together, moving forward as a collective, that's all that matters. All right, so let's see, Cancer. So I do feel like there could be a weird thing at work. Maybe somebody is trying to either say that you don't belong in a position that you're in, or you shouldn't be promoted in some sort of way. But let's see. Oh, DNA test. Whoa. Oh my gosh. We gonna talk about it. Oh gosh, and we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cancer. Now I know this is not everyone, but look at the cards that came out. Somebody slept with their ex and they might need a DNA test. Ooh, drama. I don't know. And then we also have at the bottom, we have lip service. It says empty promises dressed as gold, words that sound sincere but lack genuine support or commitment. And then we have a storm brewing. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I guess everything can't be on the up and up, and everything can't be rainbows and butterflies. But what? Now, if this is not your energy, Cancer, somebody, your ex might be going through this. They might be needing to get a DNA test to see if the baby is theirs, or whatever the case may be, or I don't know, because somebody here I mean, if we just reading the damn cards, DNA test, regretful hookup, X on the scene. Ooh. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. Okay, let's see. Gosh, regretful hookup. All right. Dang. Honestly, this looks a little bit. Oh my gosh. It kind of looks like somebody is trying to do something for money. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like there are going to be some heavy decisions that need to be made. I'm not sure if it does feel like somebody is pregnant. But look at this. Ooh. The devil. And I'm just kind of like opening the cards up, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if this is in regards to, let me just check. Because it makes me feel like somebody either tried to bind themselves to you for, you know, to be secure, or somebody's, you know, vice versa type of situation. Man or woman, right? But somebody's trying to do something weird. It does feel like this is a heavy decision on what to do moving forward. I'm not, I just don't feel like, I don't want to talk about the alternatives, right? It's not kind of what I want to get into, but I do feel like somebody was doing something in regards to trying to be binded to you, have a baby with you, and some, you know. So let's go to, we're gonna talk about that, but I'm also gonna talk about your work scenario as well. It does feel like somebody is trying to give a whole bunch of scenarios as to why you shouldn't be in a position, why you shouldn't have it. And I do feel like they're getting the higher ups to actually reconsider or think about passing you by. All right. So I want to put that out there. All right. Let's go back to this. So let's see. Now, if we're gonna not say that this is a child cancer or, you know, getting pregnant or something along those lines, we can equate it to other things too. Just give me a second. Because I just had the thought in my mind and then it just went away. Jeez. Somebody is after money. Like somebody they was after security. I don't, like somebody really was. Maybe this is not your energy. Maybe this is of somebody of and around you. But to be completely honest, it does feel like somebody was trying to get with someone for security purposes, for financial gain. They may have gotten pregnant and now there's a decision to be made. Jeez Louise. Because we have this like stingy man right here, right? And he or she, right, wants at all costs. Like they're in the woods trying to hide this money, or you know what I mean? Then we have the Nine of Wands kind of running back to the Ten of Pentacles. And you could be considered the Ten of Pentacles. If you had some sort of regretful hookup with someone, I do feel like that's their purpose. Their purpose is to be secure. And this could be, you know, it doesn't have to be financial gain. Maybe you have a home. And obviously coming out as the King of Pentacles, you at least have a decent job. And it's man or woman. Man or woman. Oh my gosh. Somebody's trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out, how do I get rid of this situation? And it doesn't have to be that other thing. With, you know, it's not, it doesn't have to be that. This could simply be, how do I get rid of the person now? Dang, Cancer. What the hell? Let's see something else in this reading. Let's see a little bit of something else in here. Hold on, hold on. I mean, this could definitely help. No, it don't feel like it's... I'm not reading for the past, I'll tell you that one. Well, what I can say is... very uncomfortable situation. There does have to be a decision that have to be made here. Because with this Two of Pentacles here, I feel like this King of Pentacles is trying to assess the situation in order to get out of it. Let me see. Damn. It's saying all the same things. Oh my gosh, the devil came out. Somebody's trying to consider whether or not this is like, oh, can we make this work? Can the situation come together? And hopefully this is work. Hopefully this is a situation where they're looking into your past. They're not sure of whether or not, you know, they made the right decision in terms of choosing you for a position. So they could be looking at somebody else for it. I mean, it can be that. And they're trying to figure out whether you are going to be a good, ideal placement. But if not, it really feels like somebody made a mistake. And now they're trying to figure out how to correct this mistake. They're pondering whether or not they could actually be a family with this person or not. And they are actually deciding, like, am I going to be binded to this person forever? Free will is yours, and you use your discernment. This is your decision to make. You know, I couldn't tell you to go left or go right when it comes to this. So this is going to have to be completely up to you, but this is what I'm seeing. All right, Cancer? I'm going to have to get off yours. All right. Leo. I'm so sorry I'm not laughing, but geez. Leo, let's get to you. Ooh, let's get to your reading. All right, I hope that lady's boobies didn't show too long. Okay, Leo. All right, Leo, let's see. Let me get some water. Cancer's reading made me thirsty and feel all uncomfortable. Okay. Let's get into it. Excuse me. Now my throat all Dang, Cancer. You done jacked me up. All right. Let's take a look. Leo. Leo, what's going on with you? Something about a cowboy, a cowgirl. Like I'm seeing someone do the little rope thing. Maybe they're trying to get you, they're trying to catch you, or you trying to catch somebody. All right, Leo, let's see. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna say, oh Lord, Jesus. What's going on? Well, look at this. Playing the victim. Somebody could be playing the victim of and around you. It could be a lazy lover. Someone who isn't quite honest with you. They may omit the truth. They might not necessarily be like straight out lying, but telling white lies are still lies. And omitting the truth is still a form of, not being honest. I can say that. You may be getting some sort of pushback or flack or some sort of backfire from somebody who don't take accountability. Because playing the victim, it makes me feel like this person, then we also have jealous ex and correct change. So it's like somebody does just enough so they won't be seen as like the bad person. Okay. What the F? It just took a turn. These readings got me on an emotional roller coaster. Five of Wands. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody is like, oh no, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do this, I didn't do that, or just telling some sort of like half truth, because the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords, you did something. And I feel like you could be getting the backfire of whatever happened from somebody who, and it doesn't have to be a lazy lover. This could be just someone in your environment who does not take accountability for what they are doing. And they're a damn liar. F of white lies. You get what I'm saying? You straight lying. Shut up. Oh, look who's at the bottom. Leo. Whoever this is, they need a butt whooping. And I'm not promoting any violence or anything like that. I'm just saying, if they need their parent to come give them a whooping. Because we have too many fives here. All right. Oh my God. Not only that, we have somebody who is robbing Peter to pay Paul. What is going on here? We have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Now, all of these, hypothetically speaking, is supposed to be great, right? But not in this manner. Look at the cards that's surrounding them. It feels like somebody is trying to offer what they don't have to get something from someone else. So it's like, I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right. I doubt it. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm saying. Somebody is lazy as heck. They're out here like, yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. I could do this. I could do that. I'll give it to you. Don't worry. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't give anything. And you doing this to a lot of people of and around you. So Leo, what I would say is be mindful of someone over promising when you know for a fact that this person, it's like, where you getting it from? You know for a fact this person, either they don't have a job, they don't have whatever it is that they're promising. Don't get wrapped up into it. Please don't. Because this person has, it's just like, I don't even know. Like, it's like they say, okay, yeah, because it gives you the backfire. Like, you get the backfire of it. They're like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll pay the bill. Don't worry. I got the lights. I got the electricity. You just, relax yourself. And you're like, okay, you doing your little boogie woogie dance. Oh. All of a sudden the lights shut off. And you're like, what the hell? Why is the lights off? Yeah, because you trusted lazy person to pay it. It's not funny, but this person is useless. And I'm not saying, I'm not talking bad about this person, because they may need to just like, how you have to start the motor, or the lawnmower, you have to keep like that. That's what this person seemed like they need, because they are something else. You got to get far away from this person. Or at least they need a trade, or they need a job or something. Because my goodness, Leo, this is on some, you will get all of the backfire from whatever this person is promising everybody else, or even promising you. They ain't got it. We don't even need any more cards. That's the thing. We don't have to clarify anything here. That's what it is. Look at this Five of Pentacles. Where in the hell are they gonna get? Oh, don't worry. We could give you these. We could give you something. Y'all don't have shoes on. What you gonna give me? You don't have shoes on in the snow. What are you gonna give me? Oh no, we got it. Y'all coming from the church with blankets and rags and no shoes on. What are you trying to promise? I'm just saying, Leo, they ain't got it, or they don't have it. Just for everyone, if it's dubbing, I don't want to sound like a crazy person saying, but that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening, Leo. Okay, so just be mindful of somebody who doesn't take accountability, who can be quite lazy, who overpromises and never really produces, or maybe even underproduces. I'm not going to say that, this person is garbage, but a lot of times they're pretty useless. And I feel like whatever circumstance or instance is happening right now, if you don't get out of this drama or the mess or the whatever, then you're going to get the backfire of whatever it is that they're doing. Okay? All right, babes. All right, we gonna move on to Virgo. Virgo, I kind of get the feeling somebody might be saying like, I'm getting old, or I'm getting too old for this. Something like that. Or there could be things that are in your house that are outdated that you want to get rid of, or you want to update, or something along those lines. Or you could even be feeling nostalgic, very nostalgic. Thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past when things were whatever they were. I don't know. All right, let's see. You also have passed over loved ones looking out for you. Maybe a bubby, an abuela, a grandma, maybe an aunt, something like that. It feels like a feminine figure. What I can say about this person is you may remember something that they cooked. Like they were always the best at cooking apple pie, or they were always the best at cooking, I don't know, spaghetti. Whatever it is that you eat, whatever it is that they made, that's the person. But it feels like it's tied to something that you would eat, and you can remember that memory about them the strongest. It's like, man, I love my aunt. She always threw down when she made X, Y, and Z. Or my grandmother, my maybe even mother, if your mother is passed on. All right. Oh my gosh, Virgo, we have something. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, let's get it all out. Oh, look at this. The hate is real. You have manipulative X at the bottom. Okay, so this could be somebody who is very manipulative, and they could be trying to stir up some trouble. All right, now it kind of seems like it's in line with F around and find out, unhealthy comparison, and incel. So somebody could be watching you online. They could have fake accounts. They could be monitoring you at every given moment and getting mad at what they're seeing. They're also comparing their life or themselves to you. Well. Virgo. What do we have here? Let's see. Oh, so it could be your transformation. Someone's upset at what they're seeing. Somebody's experiencing the Five of Cups and you're in the Ten of Cups. You're happy, you're thriving, your health could be improving, your finances, things like that. You could be looking good, smelling good. Things are thriving and growing around you, where on the other end, it's really a mess for somebody else. And they could be trying to look and see your life and comparing it to theirs. But when I see this card, when I don't associate it with, because this more so is like frustration when it comes to kind of sexual things and stuff like that. But I don't feel that here. I mean, it can be. But when I see this card, it makes me feel like they're only seeing what they want to see. And that's where the unhealthy comparisons are coming to or coming from. Gemini had the same thing. So Gemini can be significant. Somebody's going to F around and find out. I don't know what they're going to F around and find out, but they're going to find out something. Because that card came out first. So, I mean, if it has something to do with watching you in an unhealthy comparison, they may even see, you know, let's say you won the lotto. And that's going to really send them. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? I don't know what they're going to find out. We'll check on that as well. Wow. you start off with the Nine of Pentacles and end with the Empress. So whatever it is that you're doing, Virgo, keep doing it, because things are really growing around you. And I feel like you started out with just cultivating a small garden, and now with the Empress ending it, it feels like this is going to end up being a botanical garden. You get what I'm saying? So you start off with a backyard garden, and you're going to take this all the way to a botanical garden. Okay? You might even, people from, I don't know, whatever you're doing, it feels like it's expansive. That's what I'm getting from you. And there's somebody who is really upset because they're comparing their lives to you, which they shouldn't do. It's like, you don't have to compare your life to someone else's. Your life is yours and theirs is theirs. So because of that, I mean, I kind of want to say to whomever is doing this, focus on yourself. Focus on your own lane to cultivate your own garden, or whatever the case may be. But let's look. A Leo, a Taurus, a Libra could be significant. Okay, Virgo, you could be deciding on what you want to do, or because with the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Moon card, this could be deciding on whether or not you want to invest or reinvest. This could also be something to do with your finances, even your health. So it does feel like with the Nine of Pentacles coming out first, really that's a card of your, that's really a card that's about you, Virgo. So what I would say is focus on your health. You might even have to prioritize health over finances, or I would never say prioritize finances over health. I would never say that. So what I would say is excuse me, take care of your health if this is something that you have to do. Now, for others of you, if this is just whether you want to make a purchase or anything like that, you might have to look at your budget, because with the Eight of Swords being here, it's something about, you're not sure of whether or not you are able to do it. But with this Eight of Swords in particular, for me, this is eventually everything will be recovered. You may, with the Moon card, you may be thinking, I don't know if it's going to come out right. I don't know if something's going to go well. It does go well, because this is like this little child here. Can you guys see it? Yeah. This little child here is like, well, Mom, am I ever going to be better? Yeah, you're going to be better. I always look at it as a cold. If she got a little rag on her head, it's not like there's any IVs coming from the arm. You know what I'm saying? And look what's at the bottom. The Six of Wands. So whatever it is that you are invested in, I do feel like you can go forward and it will be successful. If at this time you need to prioritize your health over your finances, health is wealth, okay? You can't do anything if you're sick, all right? Oh, look, the Nine of Pentacles again. Somebody's upset that you're getting money, or you're like you're winning. And they want to reach out to you. They want to communicate with you. But this is somebody who is comparing themselves to you. They may even be in competition with you, and even upset and mad at you. So it's like, I don't understand this logic or reason. Whatever you're going towards, one, it's a sound decision because of this Strength card here. But I also feel like you're going to have an unexpected, like, money come in. Okay, Virgo, getting something. Somebody could be deciding on whether or not they want to give you something. Don't worry about this person who either is upset that you're winning, comparing themselves to you, in competition with you. Don't worry about them. Because whatever it is that you can imagine, most likely that's not going to happen. And I do feel like, well, we'll leave that alone. You also have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. So you definitely go from the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles, Virgo. And it does come in from this unexpected money that comes to you. So you could get a boost in your finances in some way because you go from the 9 to the 10. Now I'm going to check on this real quick and then we can move on. Unexpected blessings. This is what I'm saying. Oh my. This is what we said. This is exactly what we said. This F around and find out. I said that you're going to win the lotto or something, and that's what they're going to find out, and it's going to send them. Didn't we say that? Oh my gosh. This is going to, like, in the public, we're going to see this. So this could be you getting promoted at work. This could be if you have a social media platform, maybe blessings come in through that way. It feels like there is something that comes in and boom. Somebody is going to be super upset that these unexpected blessings are going to come in. And it's going to send them. Wow. Well, Virgo, yeah, it looks good and positive. What I would say is don't worry about people who don't like you or people in competition, unhealthy comparison, people behind fake accounts, and, you know, just because who knows why they are doing it. They have their own reasons of why they're comparing themselves to you, which they shouldn't because, again, they're their own person. But whatever. Anyway, babes. Mwah. Let's go to Libra. Libra. Babies. How y'all doing? I'm gonna check the comments really quick. Hi, Angela. How are you? That's my baby, my Capricorn baby. I love me some Caps, but we're not there yet. We're on Libra. We're going to give Libra time to shine. Okay. So let's get your theme, Libra. Okay, your cards are all flipping out, and so we have judgmental stares for you, Libra, right? So you getting some judgmental stares. Who knows why? But it might be because of a romantic rival. Someone wants your boo, and they could be willing to fight you for it. Or it could be your epic comeback. So you could be getting a lot stronger after you haven't been around for a minute. You could just be popping back out, looking good, smelling good. And that could also, you know, have those judgmental stares. So I'm going to take all of those cards. Well, I guess we can leave all of them. Because if they come out, they want to come out. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Libra. You might be trying to come up with a peaceful resolution. Crushed hopes. Double standards. Oh, okay, Libra. I see what you're doing. Well, you putting your foot down. That's what I'm telling you. Somebody is not coming around you doing no type of double standards. They're not going to try to, oh, well, I do this. No, 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 no. I'm going to stop you right there. You don't do that. Not around me. So this could be, you know, somebody thinking that they could jump from one relationship to another. This could be somebody just thinking that they could do something and get away with it. I feel like you're putting somebody in their place based off of some sort of double standards that they were living. And it could be any type of double standards. From here, it's saying the monkey branching, this is jumping from one relationship to another. But it doesn't have to be that. It could just be you putting people into their place of what they can and cannot do around you. So, yeah, Libra, you're putting people in their place. All right, that's good. It's almost like, let's say you watch somebody's child and they start standing up on your sofa or your couch. You're like, you need to sit your little butt down. And they're like, well, we could do that at my mom's house. We could do that at my dad's house. It's like, well, you can't do it here. Now sit down. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's like the best example I could give. But, you know, insert yours wherever it fits. I just feel like you're putting people in their place. And it's almost like them like, oh man, yeah, oh man, you can't, this ain't that. This ain't that. 8 of Swords. Dang. So I kind of get this feeling that somebody who was comfortable doing something was thinking that they could do that. And now with this 8 of Swords being here, it's like, well, now what? Now I have to recalculate everything I ever thought about. Okay. A Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn can be significant, doesn't have to be. Oh man, I feel like you got somebody rethinking their whole strategy. Yeah, they're rethinking their whole strategy. Because it's like, if this is a romantic partner, they can't come with you with no drama. Whatever you was comfortable with that person, I don't care. You can't do it here. So, okay. You know what I mean? They feel uncomfortable. And you standing on business, I'll tell you that one. They trying to figure it out, though. It's like they trying to figure something out. They're like, this is going to be hard because I can't do what I normally do. So what can I do? I get the feeling somebody is so stuck in their ways. Not that they aren't able to change, but so stuck in their ways that they might get stopped in their tracks. Because it's like if they don't know what to do, they're like, can I pick up that cup, Libra? I feel like you're scaring people out here. So they might be saying, well, can I sit here? And I don't feel like you have super high standards when it comes to what you will or won't accept. It feels like, one, you're not going to be in and out. You're not going to be bouncing around. If this is going to be a relationship, it's going to be a stable relationship. If you want to see me, then you only want to see me. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with other people and you. So it just feels like you're setting that standard. It doesn't feel like an unrealistic standard. Because I feel like somebody took a look at you and they thought, oh, well, they look good. They look like, because, you know, people have a misconception about when you look pretty or handsome or whatever the case may be, they might say, oh, well, this person's dumb, or this person isn't around the way person. They probably get down with the third party situations, when in actuality, no, I just take care of myself and I look good. But I have standards. All right, so you need to understand that. So I kind of feel like somebody was under the impression because you looked a certain way, or you not even carried yourself, you looked a certain way. Because with this Queen of Wands here, they took your appearance for man or woman, right? They took your appearance for, oh, this is the type of person who does this. And being that this is the Queen of Pentacles, they may have even thought that they could buy your time, or flash money in front of you, or flash some sort of wealth or material goods, whatever, and that you would go for it. And I feel like you crushed them, and now they're like, oh, well, I have to reevaluate my thought processes on judging the book by its cover. So Libra, let's see. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles, because I think you're the Queen of Wands in this situation. Ooh. So it may not be a situation where it's other people. I mean, the monkeying around, it does say relationship to jumping from one to one. But with the cards that's coming out, it might be more material things. Like somebody feels like they can come and go as they please because they have material goods or material wealth or money or whatever the case may be, you know? Because that's what they were used to in their past. That's what they were, you know, they just provided, and then they was able to do what they wanted to do. But no, not here. And I feel like you have no problem walking away. Even if you wanted to stay, you have no problem walking away. Oh, let me cover our boobs. Yeah, because it's like you have your own things going on here. With the Seven of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Three of Pentacles, even though it doesn't come out like the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, it feels like I don't need your money. My money might not move as fast as yours, but it moves. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't need, I'm not saying you don't need anybody or you don't need them, but what they're offering you is not something that you could, like, you could do away with that. You got to offer me something substantial. And I feel like they're going to try to figure that out. But I do feel like you scared them, whomever this is. Yeah, they're going to change everything. They're going to come back to you with a different perspective. So, yeah, I think you was firm and you scared them. An Aquarius, I think we said a Virgo, maybe even a Taurus can be significant. Ooh, look at them. So now they're going to try to come and be a little bit more emotionally available for you. All right. Okay. So overall, Libra, I feel like you put somebody in their place. They rethought their strategy, or they're rethinking their strategy. And instead of trying to give you, excuse me, material wealth or material items, they're going to try to fulfill your emotional needs or emotional wants instead. All right. All right, babes. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? What you been up to? For some, I'm hearing like shit, working. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's see, Scorpio. Let's see your theme. So I feel like your reputation is going upward. It's going in a positive manner. People are starting to see you different. They're recognizing you for your better traits now. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're going in an upward position, and it's based off of like what people are now seeing. So you could have made a bunch of choices or different, I said a bunch of choices, different choices. So let's say you're like, well, I don't want to drink anymore, or I don't want to smoke anymore, or I'm going to work out more. And it doesn't have to be these things. Those things don't necessarily make your reputation positive. So I'm not going to try to put that out there, but it's based off the choices that you've made. Maybe you're just deciding, I'm not going to crash out on people anymore. People are like, oh, wow, Scorpio, look at you. That, last month you probably would have crashed out on that person. And you're like, yup, I'm getting better. You know what I mean? It could be anything. All right, so let's take a look. Ooh, somebody's going to try you, though, in public. They're going to try you. And I'll tell you why. Oh, playing the victim. Somebody see you making changes, and I kind of get the feeling they just don't fit in your life anymore. But they could be making it out to I don't know, like, oh, well, and you see this radiant health. So again, you could be working out, you could be quitting some sort of addiction or substance or whatever the case. They're gonna be like, well, since you've been working out, we don't hang out no more, or blah blah blah. And like, they want to make it out to be like they're the victim here. Like, I don't know how to really put it in a better example, but I feel like you growing, you excelling, or you getting better makes them feel like, oh, well, I'm left out, or I'm the one who's, I don't know, but it's stupid. I want to knock this card off. All right, let's see. So also be mindful again of somebody trying to try you. Okay, because this person might start doing that crap in public. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you don't do this and you don't do that. Don't you make no public spectacle of this. Because I'll walk away. I will walk the hell away from you. You start screaming in public, embarrassing me. So I don't feel like they want to embarrass you, but I feel like they want people to look like, oh, look what Scorpio's doing to that poor person. Anyway, exactly. 4 cups. Anyway, miss me with that bullshit. Because you are getting better. And I feel like if you're getting better for positive reasons, for the good of just yourself, the environment, maybe even people around you, don't let anyone make you feel bad for that. Like, this is like the plug playing the victim because you don't want to buy from them no more. What kind of craziness is that? You better stop playing with me. I'm telling you, somebody's upset with your new choices because you don't want to do the things that you used to do. And it makes me feel like it was things that affected your health. And it doesn't have to be any substances, anything like that, but this could be somebody wanting you to stay out late with them or eat fast food with them. You know how there are certain people who want you to share calories with them just because they eating something, they want you to eat it too. So like, oh, girl or guy, we get fat together. No. And there's nothing wrong with being, thick or anything like that, but unhealthy is a different story. And then this could even be weird in that, because you know what? People say the darndest damn things, okay? They can be like, well, I'm in the hospital because I kept eating all that fast food. Usually you would share it with me. You got to be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no limit to people sometimes, I swear. But let's keep going. Because it makes me feel like there's something playing the victim with radiant health coming out first and playing the victim. It feels like Scorpio, they are doing something like massively cringy. Yeah, look, it's your health improving. Your health is improving and somebody's upset. Oh, you don't stay out late with me no more. And I got into a fight. Yeah, because I have to get up and go to work in the morning. So that's why I'm not staying out late with you. It's not my fault you stayed out late and got into a fight. Why are you trying to put this on me? This could be somebody who makes impulsive decisions. Yeah, it's definitely somebody who makes impulsive decisions. And they feel like you should always be there to back them up or something like that. Oh. All right, Scorpio. Let's see. Well, I'm not gonna lie, Scorpio. They feel like they kind of feel like you'll turn around or you'll revert back to your old ways. You're not gonna shut me out forever. I'll be back. And we'll get back to doing hood rat shit. Whatever that is for you. You know what I mean? Doing bad things. Doing bad things. Yeah, I feel like somebody is under the impression that because they feel, I don't know, like they feel like you're supposed to be with them. You're supposed to, whether it's a friend, whether it's a lover, you're supposed to be attached to me. It could even be a sibling. You know what I mean? Oh, typically you would do that. Typically you would, but I just don't like the feeling that this person needs to grow up. And if they're not acting immature, which it kind of feels like they are because their mind is actually warped, they need to get out of this low vibrational energy that they're in, because whatever it is that they want you to do is fall back into some sort of bad habit or a bad way of living. Your health improving, you improving yourself, making healthier choices for yourself should always be something that a friend, a family member, anyone should support. So for them to play the victim of you not, reveling in the dark or doing bad things, that shows a lot about their character. So what I would say is just keep focusing on going upwards. And if you can instill some sort of wisdom in this person's mind to go upwards, do so. But if not, this might be somebody that you have to say, look, I can't let you drag me down. All right? All right. All right, Scorpio. So we are going to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh, and Sagittarius. Okay? So we got Sagittarius here, and we got also Sagittariuses. Y'all know how I feel about Sagittariuses. Sagittarius are cool. They're great, they're nice, they're fun. Sagittariuses are ass buckets. That's because, y'all know. Anyway, let's get into your reading, boobs. Be mindful of someone trying to confuse you as well, because it feels like somebody could be trying to confuse you. They may even be saying, oh, I didn't say that, or I didn't do that. Also, if you have a friend that you're inviting out somewhere, just make sure you're very detailed as possible, because they could be a little bit, on the I gotta explain more than one side. I definitely feel like there's somebody who's like, well, you said it was on the corner of what? All right, so let's see. Also, if you are going somewhere, ooh, fake and sick. Maybe you're not. But if you are, try to give enough time. Oh wow, this doesn't seem like that at all, though. This feels like somebody is it's giving me unhealthy comparison. And it's also like, I feel like this person who's fake and sick, it's not so much as fake and sick, but it's like, oh, well, I wasn't on my A game when it came to me doing X, Y, and Z. So Sagittarius got one over on me, or that's why they got the promotion, or that's why, they are first, or something along those lines, whatever it is. But it feels like somebody could be trying to make some sort of excuse as to why you're the one who's coming out on top and they're not. So, okay, OJ. So, let's see. I also get this feeling that they know that there is no comparison between the two of you, but in a natural or positive way, no one compares to anyone. We're all our own snowflakes. You get what I'm saying? So everybody is unique to them. But with this, in this situation, this person knows that they're not any competition for you. You can't do what I do at work, or you can't do what I do in terms of whatever it is, right? The style, the charisma, the this, the that. So for them to walk around and tell everybody, oh no, I wasn't on my A game. I could have did that, but I'm sick. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be a work situation where somebody, oh, damn. This person is not, they can't keep up with you. They can't keep up with you. That's what this is. It feels like it's, somebody's like, oh, well, maybe if I do X, Y, and Z, and they could even be trying to do something underhandedly as well. Maybe even cheat. I'm not getting sabotaged because I don't really get sabotage from this person. Because they wouldn't be faking sick if they could sabotage something. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they can't keep up with you. Whatever it is that you're doing. I think we got this in your last reading. They think you're doing too much. Ooh, the devil. Okay, so even though this person knows that they're not any competition for whatever it is that you do, they're not going to stop. This is not, it's basically, it's not over, Sagittarius. I'll get you next week. Okay. They're going to come back with another episode. Okay. Let's see. Very interesting. Seven of Swords. Yep. So they are trying to do something sneaky. They could even be trying to, like, get ahead of you somehow. And that's kind of going back to what I was saying with maybe get there on time, because I felt like there was going to be a holdup in some sort of way. So it makes me feel like, let's say they come in early to present something, or they get to a place early to do something. It feels like somebody might be trying to get ahead of you in a time type of way, or maybe, I don't know how they're trying to do it, but like they're trying to get in front of you so that they're seen. Yeah, like they could be trying to make the call beforehand or get the scoop beforehand. It's some kind of, it's something like that. Yeah, it's not over. This person is like, I'm gonna get you. Like, I'm gonna come back. They're gonna accept me, or they're gonna want me. This could even be in a relationship, or like getting the attention of someone. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Let's say, you know, you get the attention of somebody who they want. They could be like, well, I was off my game. I wasn't wearing my best outfit or my best fit, whatever. And it kind of feels like they're going to try to outshine you in some sort of way the next time around. So this person is planning on whatever it is that's next time around, whether it's work, whether it's a social setting, whatever. They're going to try to outshine you next time. That's what I'm saying. It's like another episode. I'll get you next time. It sounds like a little villain. Okay. I guess we messing with Ursula or Gargamel. Anyway, just be mindful of this person. I feel like they're pretty harmless because they don't seem that bright to me, but just be mindful of them because there's no reason why you should be in competition. Nobody's even thinking about you. Like, but apparently you have what they want, so, or you have the attention they want. So just keep your head on the swivel and keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Finances look good. You look good. So stay vibing high and shining bright, babe. All right? All right. Capricorn. Caps. Caps. Capricorn, you guys are some of my favorite people. Don't tell the other signs. But you are. All right, so let's see your theme. So with that being said, there might be people who favor you. So you may have unexplained favor, or people may see you getting some sort of favor. And they may be like, oh, well, why Capricorn gets that favor? Why does Capricorn get that? Well, because Capricorn deserves it. How about that? I don't know what... I don't know why somebody always has to have a problem. But, I mean, if you do get favor over other people, I guess it's a natural response to question why that is. But it could just be your likability. Hold on, your card fell. Ooh, look at this. Look what happened, Capricorn. So we were talking about your favor, and look what came out. Kick rocks and sabotage at work. So somebody might be wanting you to get out of their way, or they might not like the favor that you receive at work. Maybe because you are isolating someone or getting someone isolated. Maybe somebody is going to the background because you're in the forefront. Yeah, and you might be putting this person just in a losing streak. So they might be feeling some type of way. Okay, well, let's take a look. Because I definitely feel like you are getting favored. It might be since you are shining at work. It doesn't have to be at work, but since you are shining, somebody else is feeling neglected. Ooh, backseat lover. Promoted. See, this is what I'm saying. And shadow competitor. Yeah, see, look. There's somebody who you are kind of by default making go to the background. And it could be in a romantic sense. It could be in a friendship, but it could be at work because we have promoted here. So because you are doing such a good job, it kind of feel like you have somebody who you sat down, not on purpose, but they're in secret competition with you. Sagittarius might be significant because they also had similar energy. I'm not sure if people are looking at you as though you're a people pleaser, or the person who's taking a back seat is a people pleaser. Okay. All right, well, you have a secret competitor. Now, if you haven't, I still think there's a secret competitor somewhere. But if this has nothing to do with work, it feels like a lover is feeling as though you're not putting them first, that you prioritize material wealth or finances over them. So they definitely can feel neglected by you. They feel as though they're competing for your time. That all you do is, you know, worry about maybe money. Oh, Ten of Pentacles, as we say, well, all you do is worry about money. So I'm sure, yeah, somebody feels like you don't. Damn, it's love versus money over here, Capricorn. And I feel like somebody is like, well, can you pay attention to me? Somebody's really feel like they're competing for your time or your energy. And maybe you just don't really notice them that well or notice them at all. But I can tell your finances are improving tremendously, and whatever it is that you do for work, everybody loves you there. Eight of Pentacles, you see what, as we say that, the Eight of Pentacles come out. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. But nobody is like, you don't see them. They feel you don't see them. You're not paying attention to them, Capricorn. I'm not gonna lie, it's, yeah, you may have a situation at work where there's a secret competitor, but for the most part, somebody feels like all you do, you're married to your work, or you're married to the money. You don't see them, you don't, or they don't see you. They just want you to notice them. Somebody's getting grumpy that you're not noticing them. They feel like they gotta be a 9 to 5 for you to see them. That's not funny. I don't know. I'm corny. Yeah, they're like, F you, Capricorn. You don't see me. All you do is work. Oh. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Leo. They want you to notice them. They just want you to notice them. Let me move everything up. Hopefully you can still see it, everything, right? My boogie butts. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, Capricorn, if you don't see this person, they feel like you are made for me. Why don't you open your eyes and see that? I don't know. Let's check on this person first, because they could be something. Oh, no, they can have fire and water in their chart. So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Heavy emphasis on a Leo and a Scorpio. But yeah, they're like, notice me, Capricorn. Now, if this is not your energy, their energy towards you, it could be your energy towards someone else. Maybe you're feeling unnoticed by somebody who always prioritize work or prioritize finances, and you could be feeling unnoticed by someone or a partner. So it could definitely go that way. But I do sense a big irritation here. Very, very highly irritated, because all you do is work. Why doesn't your passion burn for me? All right. Oh, wow. Heavy Leo, like Sagittarius. Yeah. I think this is somebody so it feels like a love interest, but it can be a friend who has a deep bond with you. This could be somebody who you put on the back burner again. Or I don't know why I said again, but this could be somebody you've placed on the back burner. And they're like, well, Capricorn, we always used to hang out. We don't hang out anymore. It's like I'm competing for your time. You're always working, or you're always, focusing on your business, your money, whatever the case may be. So it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. But either way, somebody feels as though you're married to the money. And they're irritated by it. Now, if you do live on a deserted island and there's no one involved, like if you work from home, you are working on your business and whatever it is that you do have competitors who feel like, well, when do Capricorn stop working? When do they stop producing or doing? So you do have like secret competitors who are just hoping you would take a break sometime. But I think that is about it, Capricorn. Obviously, your finances are going up. But love wants to knock on your door, and I don't know if you are answering. All right, babes. Aquarius. Aquarius. What's going on? Aquarius. Somebody feels like they can't take you serious, but at the same time, like there's two aspects of you. It feels like you're very mental in a way. So like not mental in a negative way, just you're always thinking, you're always strategizing. And when you say things, someone is like, okay, well, I know that they are saying something intelligent, but I just can't take them seriously. So for some reason, somebody thinks you're joking, or they don't know if you're for real about something. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna go from the bottom and get your cards. Also, be mindful of scamming type energy. Like, I feel like somebody's a scammer. Like, I don't know. Like, look at this. We got bootleg and fake checks. So, yeah, something makes me feel like scammer. And I didn't even see this before I said something makes me feel like a scammer. I just tried to get your cards together. So, be mindful of that. Now, I guess you could be, saying, oh, I'm going to get a knockoff something because I want to spend less. But it kind of feels like somebody's trying to make some sort of scam or do some sort of scam around you. All right, so let's take a look. It seems like good news is coming in. So you've been working hard. It feels like you've been working hard, especially if you work online or you do something with the computer, a call center type of situation. Don't burn yourself out, because I kind of feel like even if you do need to take a rest, Aquarius, then you don't have to burn yourself out, because people will still be there to support you. So let's say if this is, you go to work, right? You're at a call center or you work with computers. Your supervisor, your boss, your manager may be saying, You know, it's okay if you need to take a break, or maybe you need a day for yourself. It feels like you'll have the support of someone of and around you if you do need to take a step back, okay? Yeah. So I definitely want you to know that it'll be there when you get back, babe. It will definitely be there when you get back. But more importantly, take care of yourself. Because honestly, with this supportive circle here, it feels like the people of and around you care more about your health than what you can actually produce. Well, at least I do. I prioritize health over just about anything, because how can you do anything for other people if you can't do for yourself? And look what card is at the bottom. The Six of Pentacles. So it makes me feel like you are doing a lot. And this could be a result of a new position, a new business, with this Page of Pentacles coming out first. Now, what I also feel here is if you don't necessarily have supportive people around you, you could be getting burnt out because you may have relied on somebody or wanted to rely on somebody, but you're seeing that, oh, well, this person is not working out for the better. Because it says bad hunch about someone proves true. So somebody didn't show up, or they weren't able to do something that they said they could do. Ooh, the devil. Dang, dang. Okay, now I get it. I get it, Aquarius. You can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Now, the reason why it feels like you aren't able to is because maybe you're contracted. Now, I'm not saying contracted in a way that's like a negative thing. Let's say you hired help, right? If you have your own business, or you said that you can do something by a deadline if you work at a 9 to 5. It feels like because you committed to those things, it's something that you have to get done. Now, you could have been working with somebody at work and it's like, okay, well, we're going to do this by this deadline, but then somebody didn't show up. Or if you have your own business, now you have all of these orders that you have to fulfill. So I understand. So if this isn't happening currently, try to seek out option A and option B when it comes to that person who you feel like it's going to be a bad hunch. If you're already feeling this, don't dismiss it, because you're feeling it for a reason. Now, I do understand, if you have your own business and it's like, well, I can't hire 2 people, my budget only allows 1. Maybe see if you have a friend or family member or somebody who could potentially stand in if a person doesn't work out. But I would also say, going back to the beginning of that, if you have a bad feeling, don't go with that person. Try to see if you can find someone else. Okay. All right. Well, the show must go on, babe. All right. The show must go on, and I'm seeing that you're gonna have to figure it out. I'm not laughing in that regards, but just be prepared for things to not fall exactly in line. Come up with a plan B, plan C, whatever the case may be, right? Come up with a safety net for yourself. So if you don't feel like somebody is going to work out, go with your gut feeling and move on to a person who you be like, nah, I feel like this person is solid. And even if you feel like that person is solid, also ask a friend or a family member, do you think you would be able to stand in just in case something doesn't work out? You know what I mean? Like, just kind of like put in a whole bunch of little safety nets for yourself, because I feel like it doesn't feel like a negative circumstance for you. Well, it is, but it's surrounded other people. Whatever it is that you have going on, it's moving and it's going to produce fast. So if this is, if you're at work, it's like people trust you, they rely on you, you're the one who's going to get the job done, but it may fall all on you. If you have your own business, you're still going to get those orders regardless of whether this person came through or not. So it's like it's still going for you. Things will still go on your end. You just have to make sure that everybody else is in place and safety nets are in place in order for the what ifs. Okay? Especially if your gut is telling you that. Because I feel like your gut is not going to lie, because sinking feeling, this is a gut feeling. And you, if you had a bad hunch about someone and it proves to be true, it's like, oh, I knew it. We don't want to say that. I knew I shouldn't have chose this person. I knew I shouldn't have did that. If we knew, then how we don't know? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, babes. You're gonna be quite busy, but just have backup plans, okay? All right, babes. Pisces. Pisces. How you doing, Pisces? Pisces. All right, so let's see. I don't know. I didn't think of anything. The only thing I thought about was food. It's like, I don't know, you could be eating. And I also feel like it's not just food. I feel like you're having dessert too. I don't know. And I just got real happy about it. So maybe you're very happy about, food and stuff like that. All right. So let's take a look at your theme. Pisces, I would say also be mindful of the things that you're doing, not in a bad way, because it doesn't feel like in a bad way at all. It feels like you are the catalyst for something else. So you could start a trend, or you could start something, and let's say you have nieces and nephews, they'll start doing it. So I feel like be mindful of whatever it is that you do, because I feel like you are going to be a trendsetter, or you'll be the blueprint, the catalyst, things like that. All right. Digital detox. Okay, so you could be, staying away from social media. What? Okay. So you could be resolving something with someone in regards to what's on the internet. You could be coming to some sort of mutual agreement with someone. It might even be what you've recently found out about someone. Let's see your cards, because this is a little bit odd. You also, if you're the type, depends on what type of Pisces you are, you could be very cordial with someone in regards to airing them out online. So you could say something, well, you know, if you apologize or if you know, agree to disagree, respectfully bow out, or whatever it is, it feels like you could be like, well, I won't air out your dirty secrets. Something like that. Like somebody is like, please don't. I feel like you come to some sort of mutual understanding to not air somebody out. Oh, look at your card coming out first. That's kind of your second card too. Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's you and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius could be involved. Or another Pisces. Very fire and earth. I mean, fire and water here. So something is being neutralized. Someone or something is being neutralized. It might be a situation. You might be coming to like a conclusion with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, it feels like let's agree to disagree, or let's chill. Because honestly, I feel like you have somebody by the cojones. You know what I mean? Like, they have to comply. Because you have one over on them. This could be your intuition, or this could even be the fact that you just know. You know their secrets. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you better chill out. I air this shit out. Now, it doesn't have to be online per se, but because this digital detox can just be word of mouth. So even in an atmosphere, you could just be saying, look, let's put our differences aside. Let's agree to disagree. You go about your way, I go about mine, and I won't air you out. I won't tell your little dirty secrets. I won't say that you've been stealing money or cheating on Susanna. I don't know what it is. But it feels like whatever it is, you come into a mutual respect with someone and you're neutralizing the situation. It just feels like a neutralizing. It does not feel like we're good. It doesn't feel like we're good. No, it just feels like I'll holler. Like, because I don't really see that it's like a it doesn't feel very peaceful. It just feels like, all right, let's just squash this beef, because the more punches you throw, the more I'm gonna throw. So the only card that we have out here is the Hierophant, that's of earth. The rest of it is fire and water. So I feel like it's you who have come to this like mutual understanding. Maybe you've taken a higher route even, right? That's what you could have done. Yeah, because it's like, I don't feel like going back and forth with you no more. I'm good. I just want to chill and be happy, or whatever the case may be. So I don't even want to deal with you and whatever it is that you have going on anymore. So let's squash this, get over it, and be about our business. I'm not saying that you don't care, but it's kind of like, I don't really care if you're happy about this. Let's just squash it. Because the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, you know, it kind of seemed like, all right, whatever, kind of a deal. I mean, overall, Pisces, I wouldn't say that it's bad, because, you know, you're squashing it. You're neutralizing the situation. You're not airing out somebody's dirty laundry, or they're not airing out your dirty laundry. You agree to disagree, which is, you know, hey, If we can't get a peaceful resolution, at least we can get a neutral one. So that's good. Anyway, babes, I'm so happy that you guys are all here for the live. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined. I'm so happy. I'm glad that we were able to spend time with each other. I'm going to put up a little post to see like when you guys would actually like to go live more often. So probably like a Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday, you know? So we'll see. All right, babes. All right. I hope you enjoyed your readings and I hope you got something out of it. And I will see all of you guys later. Bye, babes.